If I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning, hammer in the evening.
By the time we raised our family here, my father didn't travel all that much anymore, and one of the most frequent places he came to was Edmonton because we were here. And he said, this is a really amazing kind of a city. First of all, it's a surprise for someone from New York to find that there was all of this going on here and such a large and diverse university. This is the only place that my father donated a collection of the records. That makes it a very special kind of thing, and it gives the university a way of using that gift to talk much more about the cultural life of the people in Alberta and in Western Canada as a whole.
So while Asch may have secured an appropriate custodian for the Folkways catalog in the Smithsonian Institution, he found in the University of Alberta a second home, a spiritual home of sorts, for his invaluable legacy. The Moses and Frances Asch Folkways collection is a cornucopia of music and sound. Not only do the more than 2,200 records cover a range of American jazz, folk, blues, and roots music, including the early work of legends Woody Guthrie, Pete Seeger, and Leadbelly. They also include folk music from around the world and the spoken words of Einstein, Eleanor Roosevelt, Martin Luther King,
I have a dream that one day,
and poets Langston Hughes and Allen Ginsberg. In fact, Asch once said he was interested in anything that was sound, from the croaking of African tree frogs to the rumble of a passing train. Since the launch of Folkways in 1948, it never really mattered to Asch whether any of these records made money. What did matter was preserving folk culture for posterity and making his audio archive available to anyone who was interested.
Asch is in Folkways. He's really given us a kind of a model of how to understand and explore the social relevance of music. Music is a language of sound. It's very important that we know better how music speaks. We don't understand a lot about how people use music so ferociously to keep their identity, to change their identity, to deviate, to speak to the larger society about here is who we are and here is how wonderful we are, or to articulate conflict.
Now the U of A's Center for Ethnomusicology has teamed up with the Smithsonian Institution for the next chapter in this incredible story, Folkways Alive. The entire Moses and Frances Asch collection, along with extensive liner notes, will be digitized to form part of a huge multimedia database at the university. It will bring to life a treasured resource for exciting new research and collaborative projects.
In North America and in Canada, there are whole areas of music that haven't really been covered by Folkways. So this is something we'll be doing. We are going to make records. We will document and do the research and prepare CDs. And that's in fact, there is a plan of making a series of Canadian music.
Having almost 2,200 LPs or CDs or cassettes or a mix of all of those on a shelf somewhere doesn't necessarily mean anything to the general public. But that which comes out of that collection of recordings, the way that touches all other segments of society, it really makes it's like culture is a mobile, and when you push it over here, it shimmers over there. That's what the Folkways collection does. It's a spirit.
And it's going to give us all a great time because we are blending together and listening to each other, and we'll end up singing together.
Here's to singing together. So much of this great big world is covered by the water. It's not strange then to set sail and lose yourself at sea. My father, he was prairie born, swam in the Red River. first time that he stepped and saw beachhead Normandy. Hey, 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 ho, this ain't no way for a sailor to go. Just before I sail away, there's just one thing that I gotta say. I gotta say.